Something is breaking in America, folks, and it's not subtle anymore. Groceries are up 25% since 2020. Housing up 45%. Rent declared unaffordable in 98% of U.S. counties. People aren't downsizing, they're being priced out of existence. Right now, over 1.9 million Americans live in vehicles. That number has tripled since 2018, and it's climbing fast. Not because people want adventure, but because the system stopped working for them. Everyone feels it. The pressure, the squeeze, the quiet collapse in slow motion. But here's the part they don't want to talk about. Nomad life is no longer an alternative lifestyle. It's becoming a survival strategy and a movement. Every single day, thousands more join the road. Not homeless, systemless, not lost, unplugged. If you feel like society is cracking, you're not alone. This is the transition era, and you are watching a new America being built on wheels.
Shalom. I'm going to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the 144,000 and 130 elect of the nation of Israel. I'm the brother Kabash from the Gym Atlanta Camp. I'm here with the hope for edifying lesson through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. In this lesson, I'm going to get into the video I just showed. The guy talking about America is making the transition into thousands of Americans, if not millions of America going systemless. He said this is the new era of a new America, which they showed in a lot of these movies. Like Dystopia, you had people living under the ground. It was pretty much a new world order. Everything was like constructed in like a digital world / tyrannical laws. Only certain people can do certain things that really on average anybody could do if they just had a good job and some type of movement about themselves. Also you got the movie The Road. Similar to that, because like the video just showed the drone over a lot of those people in that outskirt land that's really not a town or a city. They just people just hub there, setting their homes there, whether it's a trailer or vans on wheels or a truck, RV or whatnot. And they just setting up their own little towns. They going lawless. And they said it's happening every day. Now we know in the news, they're talking about people in America going jobless. More and more people can't afford rent. People are making dire decisions to stay afloat. And meanwhile, the government is hammering down on people with new taxes, with pressure of deportation, more surveillance and police state type of executive orders is pushed on the people, and less of any type of support for the people, especially the poor. And it was a new info that I came across today, how that the new poverty line is instead of 30 to 40,000 is 140,000. That's the new poverty line. Goes to show you where we headed. It's the rich versus the poor. And Israel is the poor. And guess what, Jake? Esau, the so-called white man, he's coming after us. And it's not going to be pretty. And he's going against his own people. That's not in his circle. It's lucky. Damn bullshit ass apps. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shouldst say, I have no pleasure in them." Yeah. And we really in the time of seeking the Lord. We're not in the time of having fun and hanging out, getting to pursue all different avenues in this world to make a better life for ourselves. Now, we do be content in what we have, and if we have other new ways to get those things, that's good. I always have a skill on hand, but we also too know that the main focus of our everyday lives is to seek the Lord while he may be found. Just like at the start of this chapter, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. This is the perfect time for all of Israel to get right with the Lord before the Lord calls it to where it's going to be no pleasure in them. And that's happening right now. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Verse 3. And that in the day when the keepers of the house should tremble, and the strong men should bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few. And that's happening right now. Because the wisdom of this place is going out. They're not trying to make America great again. They're making America great for the 1% of this world and the elite that is still holding that agenda like their predecessors, their forefathers, or the founding fathers of America. Founding fathers of America was not about the American people. It was all about the elite banking family's agenda. And America was never out of debt with Britain and also the elite, mainly the elite. America is the elite cash cow. And so with the state that America's in right now, America doesn't have that wisdom to bounce back like it did after World War II. No, America has nothing but darkness, dust, and confusion in its way. Because the Lord prophesied in Revelation chapter 18 and many other chapters, Revelation chapter 17, that America will be destroyed. Babylon the Great is falling. There's no healing Babylon. Babylon, which is America, is putting all of its investment into this World War III that they're going to fight. And it was said too, America may go against Mexico, Venezuela, Russia, China, because of the oil catastrophe that's going on down there. Where's the catastrophe for Venezuela? Because America's on the offense. They committing pirate acts by taking over the Venezuelan oil ships that was headed over to other countries to do business with them. And America is seizing them. And it's all to really forward the agenda of the elite, because the elite wants the world. And America has been used as a tool to go out and be this mighty sword, this hammer for the elite. General Wesley Clark said America is going to take down 7 countries within a certain amount of years, Iran happened to be one of them, Libya. And they already conquered Libya with Gaddafi when he tried to convert his money backed by gold. America wasn't hearing that, so they took him out. Now, Iran, I think, is the last one on this because they had Iraq, they had Afghanistan, which they went through. So now, well, I think North Korea they're going to try to run into, which I highly doubt that. North Korea was already sending threats over to America, almost 10 years ago, 2017. And plus, China is really allied with North Korea. So America is doing what Wesley Clark, an insider, said they was going to do. And we in World War III right now. It's just not like how it was, how it was displayed back in the days. With World War II, World War I, they had them on newspapers, and which is really the same, but it's people are taking it lightly now. People are not taking it heavy like it was back in 1914 to 1935. People are not taking it gravely. People are being real passive, and that's what the Lord said in I think chapter 15. The people should not be mindful of the scourges. So right here it says, verse 3, it says, in the day when the people of the house should tremble, and the strong men should bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Yeah, the windows of opportunity. There's no window of opportunity here in America. Whatever job you got, just hold it down. And if you can, work to get a little more, then, do so if you got the energy and the mindset. But literally, man, the Lord just told us to be content in what we have, live like pilgrims, and really hold on to what we have concerning this truth, because this truth is going to be the stability of our times. It's really going to be our treasures. It's going to be that light in that day, even though it's going to be chaos, anarchy in the streets, Jacob's trouble. The Lord said what? He would set up a standard for the elect. Isaiah 59 verse 19. Right here it says in verse 4, and the doors should be shut in the streets. When the sound of the grinding is low, they're going to start giving out those UBIs or universal basic income checks, just like they did in 2020 and 2021. Everybody stay in the house, and the president is sending them stimulus checks. And they still so-called sending out stimulus checks, not in that Crown 19 way of, having it based off it being a pandemic, but they doing it in certain ways, like people that's filing against Google, filing against Uber, stuff in that nature. But soon this system is going to literally collapse, and Esau's going to make it seem like it's not, but he's going to he's going to cover it up with we're going to give our UBIs to the people so they can keep paying their rent, buying their food. The economy is going to get back up. Just a minor hiccup. But the Lord said what? And the doors shall be shut in the streets. Yeah, these businesses, all of these businesses are going out. These fast food chains too as well, besides these retail stores. And our people are passive as hell, man. And it seems like on the surface that everything is okay, but really it's not. And everybody's talking about 2026, how 2026 is going to be worse than 2025. People ain't even looking forward to 2026. And then you got Donald Trump. He want to celebrate the 250-year anniversary of America being a nation, or really an empire, which, like Apostle Tahar and other brothers say, Trump is really celebrating their downfall. Because I personally think a lot of stuff is going to start moving fast, just as well as brothers, next year. It's already showing its ugly face now. It's just going to get more and more and more corroded, more on display on how miserable the cities are that held the children of Israel in servitude and oppressed us, which is America, and elsewhere that's benefiting off America. And then these prophecies are going to happen. Like I said, that UBI is going to be connected with that chip, because everything is going digital now. They said cash is going to be second, or really second to none. Got to have a digital ID. What's going to be connected to the digital ID? Your digital wallet, your digital documentations. Everything is literally digital. You go in the store right now, they don't even want your money. If you even have a $20 bill, that's too big. I remember the $20 bill was like light. Like, yeah, they got 20s, but you can't cash in probably a 50 or 100. Now it's like, damn, you can't even have money or cash on hand in a lot of these stores. It says when the sound of the grinder is low, yeah, the sound of the grinder is low. A lot of people losing their jobs. A slew of people lost their jobs. And people are still looking for jobs right now. A lot of people lost their jobs last year. And it's just going to get worse. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Yeah. There's going to be no work. No work. The government is going to take care of everybody for a real short season before he moves in on people and start putting everybody in concentration camps, or just warring against the people like he's doing right now. All right, so I'm going to get this in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And the Lord is coming like a thief in the night. He's tearing down this place. He's destroying this place. He's destroying the people in this place. He's tearing down the ideology of America. He's tearing down the glory, that so-called light in America. Everybody's waking up to this damn harlot. Now, the Most High also is exposing Esau by way of this truth. Obadiah chapter 1, I think around the 6th verse. How are the things of Esau searched out, but searched out by the Spirit of the Heavenly Father through his son Yahweh Shai. Like I said, the Lord comes like a thief in the night because he's destroying this place, and also he has woken up his people, the 12 tribes of Israel. And soon the Lord said what? Then it should be known who are my chosen. 2 Ezra chapter 16. Because Esau is going to come with that insurrection. He's going to round up Jake. But then the Lord's going to show who his chosen one is amongst Jake too. Verse 3 says, for when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. Yeah, that's what they're saying now, peace and safety. But meanwhile, you got Trump over there with troops on Venezuela oil boats. What the hell Americans doing on a Venezuelan boat with guns? Hijacking the ships. Now he's blatantly doing this in front of people's faces, and all people can do is eat, party, and do it all over again. Post pictures on Instagram, thinking that they're celebrities. Jake trusting in the system. All they're talking about is betting, sports, and females, liquor, holidays. That's the common or average person of America of today is. That's what they're all about. They're not about the real thing, which is what's going on in this reality. It says, verse 3 says, for when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they should not escape. Yeah. And that's what's happening to the Northern Kingdom right now, and also the Southern Kingdom in many ways. The Southern Kingdom, man, we've been getting it. But it's going to be turned up because Jake is still not roused up. In the house of Judah, besides the truth coming out of Judah first, but Jake that's in the world, they're going to rouse up. The Most High is going to cause it to where he's going to cause a spirit to rouse up against this damn devil. Because Esau is getting tighter and tighter on his own people and worse upon us. And that's when the Lord is going to break that yoke. That's what the Lord is doing. As this society keeps going down, the Lord is making us freer and freer and freer. Matter of fact, I'm going to end it off on that. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7 and 8. Because the Lord said he's going to tear that yoke from off our neck. And that yoke is meaning of oppression. Jeremiah 30, verse 7, alas, what alas means. Alas, Hawaii, meaning woe, some type of grief. For that day is great, so that none is like it. See, none is like it, even from the time of Adam all the way up here. Because you got to think, in the time of Adam, they had the flood. Now, they was always killing and stuff like that, but murdering and killing. But at the same time, all of those times added up is not in the amount of what the Lord is talking about that's going to happen in this time. Because Jacob been in trouble, but this is the last trouble. And this is the greatest of all troubles that not only Jake is going to experience, but also the world. So right here it says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Verse 8, for it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. So the Lord is breaking this yoke. This is what the Lord is doing. Because if the Lord is coming like a thief in the night, what is he going to take? What is he going to steal? Well, the Lord is going to steal his people back. He's going to take us back. He's going to bind the strong man in the house, which is Esau, and these other nations. And he's going to take Israel back to their home. He's going to take his people back, and he's going to take this planet back. It says that I will break the yoke. Look at the word yoke. Iwala, or al, meaning yoke. Literally or figuratively yoke. To act severely, deal with severely, make a fool of someone. To practice, thrust forth, glean. Yeah, because a yoke is a burden, so the Lord's going to break this burden off of us. Just like Isaac told Esau that he should break his yoke, his brother's yoke from off his neck. Esau, when King David was in power, Esau was under the foot of King David and essentially Israel. Just as well when King Solomon came on the scene, Esau was under our feet. So that's another meaning of Esau having a yoke, but then the Lord broke it off when he gave him his blessing, his birthright. Well, not birthright. We got a birthright, but his blessing. Because our forefather Isaac blessed Esau as well, but he didn't bless him with the birthright like Jacob. So after King Solomon passed away, Esau started getting momentum, and later on down the line, the Greece Empire, and then the Roman Empire. So that yoke was off on until he built those kingdoms, and then went into the yoke again during the time of medieval time. But then fast forward up to now, Renaissance up to now, Esau had the yoke from off his neck. And you see what the yoke being off his neck did for him, right? He gained the world. So when the Lord do this for us, we're going to gain the world, but we're going to keep it forever. See, Esau trying to keep it forever, but he's not, because the Lord said he had but a short time. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. That devil is talking about a man, which is the so-called white man. So, right here says verse 9, but they should serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. So when the yoke is broken, the Lord is going to bring us back to our land, and our King Yahushua and King David is going to rule over us. Yes, and King David, he is going to be reincarnated back on this earth, because this is the time of Jeremiah, and the time of Jeremiah, King David wasn't alive then. So, the Lord's talking about the future with verse 9. So, yeah, Lord, whether this lesson was edifying today, I'm going to say shalom.